Hey guys, it's Annalise here, and this is our second ever No Makeup Monday. Yay, we made it! And yesterday was a Super Bowl, so I thought today would be a really good day to talk about hangover skin. It's possible that some of you guys are experiencing hangover right now. I luckily am not, but did have an experience earlier this week where I woke up and thought, I think this is going to be perfect for next week's No Makeup Monday. So here we are talking about hangover skin. I learned something funny about hangovers. There's actually a clinical term for it called visalgia. It comes from a Norwegian word that means debauchery, no, unevenness following debauchery, and algia from the Greek word for pain. So it is literally the pain of uneasiness following debauchery. I think that is hilarious, and we definitely need a word for this in English. So whatever you are pained about the uneasiness from last night's debauchery, whether it be physical, emotional, mental, I feel you this morning, and let's get to work on making it better. First things first, so let's start drinking water. And when it comes to water and rehydrating, we want to make sure we're going slow and steady. Definitely something with electrolytes is a good place to start. If you happen to have a Smart Water or a Gatorade or any other type of sport drink, that's great. I personally love Nuuns, which are electrolyte tablets that are a little more natural. They're low calorie, as well as Ultima Replenisher. I'll put some links to those in the notes below so you can look those up. They're great to have on hand. And just as a side note, if you can be a little bit anal retentive before you go out next time and place that by your bed before you fall asleep, that's even better because that will get you started on the road to recovery while you sleep. But if you just happen to wake up this morning and you're not feeling very good, I personally love to take my timer and set it every 5 minutes to remind myself to take just a little sip of water. We don't want to be gulping it down because that will make our stomach even more upset. Slow and steady wins the race. Let's rehydrate as if we were doing our own IV drip, just using a water bottle instead. So let's get some rehydration in this action. And then secondly, let's start working on anti-inflammation. Inflammation is really the number one enemy of all things bad for our bodies and our skin especially. So when it comes to every day, I want to be rich with antioxidants and anti-inflammatories. However, now we're really in desperate need of them. So if you can, take an aspirin. I don't necessarily recommend an ibuprofen because ibuprofen can be a little bit rough on the stomach, especially if you have an empty stomach and you're not feeling good. And Tylenol processes through the liver, and our liver is already working overtime, so let's just decide that we're going to stick a little bit with aspirin or maybe some other natural remedies. Green tea extract, there are other anti-inflammatories you can find at your local Whole Foods or other holistic natural food store, and then maybe have a glass of green tea if you can. We all want to go to the diner and have the biggest cup of coffee we can find and the deluxe pancake platter #2 with 15 bacon chips, and I know that's what we all want, but that's also inflammatory food. So pick your battles. Maybe it's an aspirin plus the pancakes, maybe it's the green tea and some egg whites and spinach, but the more anti-inflammation we can get started with, the sooner the better. My next question is, did you fall asleep with your makeup on? So why is falling asleep with your makeup on so bad? To be honest, it's not so bad. It's just really not great. There's no reason why we should not remove our makeup at the end of the day. Makeup, just like sebum, just like dead, dry skin cells sitting on the surface, can hold crap. It can hold dirt and dust, bacteria, other oils, God knows whatever else you are having left over from your night of debauchery. All of that can be sitting on the skin. We sleep, it gets absorbed, it clogs the pores. We've all been there. So first things first, if you slept with your makeup on, you need to wash it off. I know you probably don't even want to move, but please just get up and do a nice gentle cleanser and just wash the face and just give a nice mild exfoliation. Now you can do that with a clean washcloth. If you have a gentle scrub, I would totally recommend using that. Now is not the time for heroics, so let's avoid the retinols, let's avoid glycolics and super crazy things. This is what I would call Sunday skin. These are days when we need to take a little bit of a step back from the hard work and just luxuriate in a little bit of extra hydration, a little bit of extra TLC, and keep things happy and simple and easy. So we're doing a little exfoliation, a deep cleansing. I definitely want to make sure this cleansing lasts long enough. You guys know I'm really big into full cleanse of the face, so set your timer, sing happy birthday to yourself a few times because we really need to make sure that cleansing process, the splashing, the massaging, the splashing again and rinsing away residue is lasting at least a minute, if not more, to 2 minutes, depending on your skin type. So after we wash our face, I'd love to follow with something like jojoba oil. You got coconut oil, you could use olive oil, I don't care. You could go downstairs and find whatever you want. Preferably it's something clean that you've used, you've put aside just for your skincare routine, but some sort of good, delicious oil. You don't need to use a lot. I know if you're an oilier skin type, you might hate this idea, but let's just put that on and again, massage it in really gently. If you've got a little puffiness around the eyes, now would be a time to do what is called sepultment. And sepultment is like playing the piano, and you can do that all around your eyes. You can kind of do it behind your ears, which helps with lymphatic drainage when you're feeling a little puffy. So this would be a nice little extra TLC. Take that oil and just luxuriate in massaging. Lie back down in bed if you need to, and don't even bother to get up until 5 minutes has passed. If you want, you can leave that oil on and just follow with your moisturizer, or you can steam or rinse it off again if you want. Steam is great when we're trying to detox the body. If you've got a gym membership and can make your butt there to sit in a steam room, amazing. If you just want to sit in your bathroom with a hot shower running, also a good idea. But just make sure you're consuming enough water and that we're following with a good moisturizer so the skin doesn't get too depleted from its moisture. The skin will detoxify. That's one of its jobs, but we don't want it to detoxify everything from our skin. We want to make sure we're replenishing it with good things instead. So we've got that oil. After that, if you've got it, which everybody should, if you've been listening to me and reading my blog, everybody should have an antioxidant serum. Layer that sucker on. We want antioxidant serum every day, all the time, in every which way. I love some antioxidants. That's definitely going to do you all the favors in the world. And then follow with either a extra layer if you're super dehydrated like I was this week. I put on a hydrating mask, and then I put my sunscreen on top. So I actually probably left the house with about 5 layers of moisturizer on, and I still probably looked pretty rough. But whatever your personal preference is, I would just veer towards giving it a little bit extra. If you're lucky enough to be able to spend the night or the day at home, layer that stuff on. Put on as much as you can and just really luxuriate in the moisture that you can seep in. That's going to be the best thing we can do. Then when it comes to the end of the day, maybe depending on your skin type, depending on your goals, get back to your normal routine. If you have a tendency towards breaking out, now we definitely need to be using our BHA or salicylic. We want to be using our benzoyl and any spots that might have come up. If you like a glycolic, you could maybe try one tonight, but take it easy, go very slowly. If you have any questions about this stuff, feel free to contact me. And then again, supplant with really good oils and moisturizers on top. These tools are necessary to have if you're hungover, if you spent the day outside in the polar vortex, if you got sunburned. These are just tools, things that you want to have. When you're feeling your stomach is unsettled, you don't go and eat spicy Indian food. And so when your skin's feeling a little upset, we shouldn't layer on all the chemical products that we use on a regular basis. So take it easy, do a good Sunday routine, and then last but not least, go to bed. Go back to bed if you can. Sleep it off. You'll feel better tomorrow. So in short, you want to keep drinking water. We want to do our usual good antioxidants as always, but really up the ante. So our aspirins, our anti-inflammatory green teas, those super rich antioxidant serums. And then when it comes to face care specifically, I want nice mild exfoliation, super rich, gooey hydrators and oils and things that are going to just give an extra layer and let that sink in. If you want to steam, but then supplant with a little bit of extra oil. And then make sure you're doing your SPF during the day so that our skin can really repair. And then go to bed. Sleep it off. Tomorrow will be a better day, I guarantee it. So I hope you all had a wonderful week. I hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl or whatever you did yesterday, and I hope you're all feeling okay. I'm going to go get my day started, but I just wanted to say hi, and here's to some more debaucherous evenings in our future, but still looking pretty good the day after. All right, guys, have a good week.